All right, here comes now your championship leader, Deegan Fairclough.
I mean, I'm over the moon.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Yes, and welcome to All Change for us here at what used to be My Supercar. As you can see, we've had a bit of a change. We're now Live Motorsport now under the Live Sport Now brand. However, we are here to celebrate what is coming up this year, of course, season preview for the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. And I couldn't do this alone, could I? Possibly couldn't. I need someone glamorous, somebody exciting. Who could I possibly ask to get on? Well, it could only be Emma Cross, of course, can it? Emma, how are you? Are you well?
Thanks. I'm good, thank you. I thought you were talking about somebody else then. I was thinking maybe I'm not, I'm just amazing.
No, well, I thought that was quite a nice intro, actually. I really went for that one. Emma, we're in March now, and what happens in March?
Start the season.
Start of the season. 20th of March, of course, we get things underway this season, don't we? I'm very, very excited. How excited are you, first of all? You tell us.
It's been waiting forever. And actually, Brands Hatch is quite early in the season for us. Normally, our first race of the season is right at the end of March. So this is like 10 days earlier, but it still seems like forever since the end of the 2021 season. So can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Coming up in this show, we're going to look ahead to Brands Hatch, because I've got a little quiz. I did put it on social media, but for those who really want to know, I do have the answer tonight. So do get a pen and a bit of paper ready, because we are going to have a little Brands Hatch quiz coming up shortly. We're also going to look at one driver in particular, Emma, who's been getting a head start on everybody, who's already been up to Brands Hatch within the last week or so. You know who I'm talking about, and the driver knows who I'm talking about, and everybody probably knows who I'm talking about. We've got some nice pictures to show of that particular driver coming up. However, let's have a look at the dates first of all. I have a little image to show of the calendar dates. Now, as you can see there, Mallory Park, it says to be confirmed for May. It is the 21st, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
There you go. Look, I'll put it on screen. 21st of May is Mallory Park. So as you can see, 20th of March, we head to Brands. 8th of May, we make what is a long trip to Cadwell Park, for some of us anyway. Mallory Park, that was a great race last year, was it? Well, a couple of races. Had your own grid there at Mallory Park last year. Donington Park, always a good party. Look at that, 2nd of July, right in the middle of summer, that one. Do you know what? I'm probably going to be camping, I reckon. What do you think?
I always ask you to do camping. It's the best way. Otherwise, you miss out on all the partying.
That's very true, actually. Yes. And third, we've got 2 races in September, was Alton Park, and the season always ends at Snetterton. Is there a particular reason for that?
I just think it's a great track to finish off. MG Car Club really like using that track. Historically, we used to do an endurance for the end of the season. I think that doesn't happen, but we still use Snetterton, which is still a great track to finish on.
Now, looking at the calendar, of course, we are, 17 days away from Brands Hatch. Registrations, how are we looking for Brands Hatch? Emma, have we almost got a full grid?
Yeah, we got, for the championship, we got 27 registered drivers so far. In fact, at the end of last week, I actually had a new driver contact me, and we're doing all we can to get him there for Brands Hatch. if at all possible. So yeah, that'd be great.
So is there still time for people to get in for Brands Hatch?
Yeah, of course there is. There's always time.
Yeah.
You can get in until the Friday of the race weekend. There's no excuse.
There's loads of time. 16 days yet to get in. 16 days.
What they've been doing all week, all winter. I mean, really.
Absolutely. Look, if you do want to get involved or you do want to get in touch with us, you can contact us on social media right here, wherever you're watching this broadcast, or do visit the website. There it is at the bottom, www.mgmetrocup.co.uk. And to save you the trouble of even having to type it in, I've actually put a link in the body of the broadcast. Just click it. It will take you straight through to the MG Metro Cup website. So you don't even have to type anything. How nice is that? Right. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about Brands Hatch. And I did say a driver in particular has been getting himself up there already. I think it was last Monday. Might have had a little trip around Brands Hatch just to get the car going. It's a debutant last season. This is who it was. There you go. Look, there he is. Robbie Kenning, for those of you who are not quite sure who he is. Some lovely images, by the way. Look at this one. Look at that. Now, who can tell us where he's heading up to? There, I think that's heading up to Druids. That's where I think that's going. But do comment below. What a great picture that is. And look at this one. You'll like this one, Emma. Look at this one. Now, I can tell you an interesting fact about this, which isn't a fact at all, which is completely made up. But going into the Paddock Hill bend, the first corner at Brands Hatch, that Ford was actually in front of Robbie, but Robbie overtook him on the outside going down Paddock Hill bend. That's completely made up, but there you go. I like to believe it's true. So we had a few debutants last season, didn't we, Emma? And they really impressed, didn't they? I have to say, the likes of Rob Jessup, we saw Robbie Kenny there, Ben Williams as well. Who have you got your eye on this season for potentially causing a few upsets?
Well, the thing is, we this year they've now come through and did an amazing first few races. Ben at Mallory was just running it. But we also have some more new drivers, 4 or 5 more new drivers this season. Don't know what they're like on track. So that will be good. We've also got a returning ex-champion coming back to us. Have to wait and see who that is.
Oh, can you not come on? Exclusive live right now.
No, because I don't want to burst their bubble. I want them.
Okay. We'll let them do it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you want to come on and do it live, by the way, drop us a message. We'll get you your own show.
Of course they would. And we've also got some variations of cars in terms of one of the A series was a turbo, is now going to have a bit of a flip to the 1318. So yeah, real mix up. Yeah. So I have no idea. So don't ask me because I haven't got a clue. Sorry.
It's going to be open, isn't it? Mark Eels took the title last season, of course, but he didn't have it all his own way. In fact, Brands Hatch didn't go his way at all. He won't thank me for saying that. So sorry about that, Mark. But hey, who knows what's going to happen this time? Right. Let's move on a little bit actually to this. A little Brands Hatch quiz. Now, I did post this on social media about a week or so ago. So for those of you who took part, great, fantastic. Thank you very much. For those of you who didn't, here's your chance right now. And Emma, I'm going to put you to the test here as well. So this is your Brands Hatch quiz. 17 days to go until the opening race of the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup. If you want to race, you still can. In fact, you can register right up until the 19th, the 18th of March, isn't it? On a Sunday. So you can register right up there. Just remember, if you do want to find out more, there is a link in the body of this broadcast straight to the MG Metro Cup website. You don't even have to type it in. Give it a click. That's so simple. But here we go. Brands Hatch. So how much does Emma Cross know about Brands Hatch? And everybody as well. Get your pens ready. Everybody get your pens ready. We're going to do the question and then we'll do the answer straight away. So no dilly-dallying around. Question number 1 is this. How many British Grand Prix has Brands Hatch held? Now, that's British Grand Prix. There's a clue there. There's a reason I'm emphasising British Grand Prix. Emma, have you got any ideas? How many do you think might have been held at Brands Hatch?
Can I do a between there and there?
Yeah, if you get it.
Or do you just want a number?
You can have it within, if you get it within 2. Get it within 2.
Oh, I was going to
Either
say.
side as well. I'll be generous. Either side.
I was going to say between 10 and 15. Is that really just cheap?
Well, I can tell you are right. You are absolutely spot on between 10 and 15. But I'm going to have to push you for a slightly more closer number.
I'll go for unlucky for some 13.
Well, I'll give you that. You get a point. It's actually 12. There you go. There's the answer. 12. Brands Hatch has hosted the British Grand Prix 12 times. It has also hosted the European Grand Prix, but that was the kind of the trick really there in that question. Now, funnily enough, I had a chat with the hierarchy at Brands Hatch a couple of years ago, actually. We were just saying, look, could Brands Hatch host Formula One? And the answer is no, they just couldn't. The track is too close. The barriers is far too close to the track these days for it to host Formula One. In fact, the main MSV building, that would have to be demolished and moved back like 50 meters or something for them to have any chance. So there will be no British Grand Prix at Brands Hatch for foreseeable, if ever again, unfortunately. But there you go. Right. Question number 2. Here is question number 2. How long is the Indy Circuit layout? Now, the Indy Circuit specifically, because that's what we race on, isn't it, at the MG Metro?
It is. Yeah. Okay. I actually know this. I don't know why I know this. Oh, I do know
Do you know
this.
exactly? Do you know it to the absolute pinpoint?
Point and number.
And then 2 more numbers.
All I know is 1.2. Is that okay?
You're correct. And for those watching at home, 1.2. If you put 1.2 down, give yourself a pat on the back and a little cross. However, if you know it exactly, you get magic Metro points, which don't equate to anything, but they're just be proud of yourself.
Magic.
Here is the answer. There it is. 1.208. Not bad. I'll give you that. 1.2, pretty good going. I don't have any interesting facts about the Indy Circuit, but there you go. Right, so question number 3 is this one. Who holds the all-time lap record on the Indy Circuit? And I believe this is actually sort of in the modern era, since 2003, I think this is. So do you know? And by the way, this isn't Metro Racer. This is just in general. So not and sadly, this wasn't done in an MG Metro. You might be surprised to hear that, but it wasn't done in a Metro.
I am extremely surprised, but I have no idea.
Well, I can tell you. I'll give you the time first of all. If I told you it was done in 38 seconds, 0.032. I mean, how quick is that, by the way? 38 seconds.
Mr. Very Fast.
It is Mr. Very Fast. Absolutely, I'll give you a point for that. Scott Mansell, Mr. Very Fast.
Oh, it's really close.
38.032 seconds. He did it in a Benetton, isn't it? I think it was an F2 or F3 car or something like that. Back in 2003, I think it was. I mean, that is insane. Blink and you miss it type of thing, isn't it? I mean, you've got to hit every apex, just bang on for that. And it hasn't been beaten since. That's quite remarkable.
You right. Might be on the 20th of March. You never know.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know. If we could just cut Druids out and go down paddock and go straight down the back straight, it'd be absolutely fine.
That'd be fine.
Right, question number 4. Let's have a little look at this one, shall we? Now, this is a tough one, actually. So for all you boffins out there, this is one for you. What year did the first car race take place at Brands Hatch? Now, they always say, don't they? Listen to the question or read the question. What year did the first car race take place at Brands Hatch? Now, I did have a few people answer this one. The good friends at the Hard Compound answered this one as well incorrectly, because they were right, but they weren't right. It wasn't the first car race that they got right, but they got right the first race, if you know what I mean. So what do you think? And when do you think the first car race took place at Brands Hatch?
I'm going to say April, just because that's my birthday month.
Yeah. I mean, what year? What 1066 or?
What, the year I was born?
No.
I was going to say. Okay. The year was. I'm going to go 50s.
Okay.
I'm going to do a range between 50 and 55, and don't make me go any like.
Okay. Do you know, that's actually incredible. I'll tell you why. because April is correct. I'm going to say April is correct. What date in April? Could you give me a date in April? When's your birthday in April, by the way?
I can't tell you that. I could tell you that. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. Last day of April.
It'll come off the Facebook. Don't worry about it.
30th of April.
30, okay, well, it's not 30th of April.
Best day of the 8th. No, okay.
This is the answer. 16th of April,
Oh, I was going to say
1950. So you're right about the 50s. You're right about April. And yeah, it wasn't 30, but there you go. That's incredible. Now, the reason why that's a difficult question is because originally Brands Hatch was a motorcycle venue. That's what it was. And it was in February 1950 that a car club got together and they did a demo to show the RAC that it's suitable for cars. And in that demo, driving a car in that demo was a certain Sterling Moss. I'm sure we've all heard of him, haven't we?
Wow.
Interesting fact there. And then yes, the first car race took place on the 16th of April 1950, although there had been plenty of motorcycle races from about 1926 or so. So interesting fact there. What do you think about that? Comment below as well. Tell us how you got on. How many did you get right? And be honest as well. Now, Emma, I'm quite impressed with your knowledge there, Brands Hatch. I think you deserve a golden ticket for that. Well done.
I must say that was potluck, a lot of that. But I'll take a pat on the back, whatever. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, right, the season's going to be pretty exciting. Let me just pop those dates back up very quickly, because we go to Cadwell Park for the second round, don't we? And just to remind everybody, of course, Mallory Park, 21st of May. With all of these races, Emma, I assume literally up until the Friday of each one, that's when you can enter. You don't have to enter for Brands Hatch and commit for the whole season. Can you just dip in and out as and when it suits your budget or your needs?
Yeah. We also have an invitation class as well. So if you can't get your car exactly to the regs that we run by, you can be an invitation class and come and join us. Obviously, you can't take championship points because you can't be to the regs. But if you just wanted to come and join us for a round, and we'd love you to join us. So. And
you can't rock up in a Ferrari either.
As long as it looked like a Metro, then yes, you could.
Looking at those dates, Dylan, which is your favourite one? Which is your favourite track to go to?
Always say it, Brands Hatch, and that's because as a spectator, because obviously I don't race, I'm not allowed to race a car as my role within the championship. It means that I can stand at certain points of the track and you can see the whole thing. So it's, for a spectator point of view, it's great, and for a lot of drivers, they really like the track too. So gives you a bit.
It's a great track. It really, really is. And just to remind everybody as well, if you do want to find out more about the Hickford Construction Limited MG Metro Cup, there is a link in the body of this broadcast taking you straight through to the website. If you want to race, if you've got a Metro ready to go, sat at home and you're thinking, oh, I don't know, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, give it a go, or at least get in touch with us and just have a chat with us. Emma's really nice, honestly. A lovely person, aren't you, Emma?
Right.
True, honestly, it really, really is. Right, look, that's it from us for the NG Metro Cup season preview. It's going to be an absolute cracker, of course, 20th of March when the season gets underway at Brands. If you do live locally, come down. Spectators are allowed as well. Do want to find out more, as I've said before, just click the link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to this website right there, the www.ng.co.uk, and keep up to date with everything that's happening throughout the season on our social media channels as well. Emma, short but sweet, but thank you so much for giving up your evening. I really do appreciate it. I normally throw you under the bus in these types of things, don't I, and give you no preparation whatsoever. But I did give you, probably 90 minutes preparation this time? Something like that?
I had, just in case, the calendar on a sticky pad note and a few notes that I've made just in case you did throw me under the bus.
Absolutely. And just finally from us as well, if you are tuning in and wondering what's happened to my supercar still does exist. We've just swapped over to Live Motorsport now. We're under the Live Sport Now banner, bringing you live motorsport, live golf, live men's and women's Premier League handball, and I'd like to say football as well. Emma, thank you so much for your evening. Everybody, get in touch with us here at the MG Metro Cup. It is going to be some season. Thanks for watching. We'll see you, Brands Hatch.
See you later.